We live. We live. We live. The gram right.
Y'all kids not ready.
Oh, we live on the gram, baby. We live on the gram, baby. We live. We live. We live. Solid. Game 7 type. Yeah. Yeah. We are back. We are back with another episode of the No Box Sports Podcast. This is season 3, episode 21. And tonight we going to Boston to give them some. In case you didn't know, man, this podcast is being brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Doug.
And I'm the original CP3.
That's the original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. And, man, I don't know. This day feel a little different to me, man. Feel a little different to me, man. The game 7 going down tonight. Last week this time, I don't know too many people that thought the Sixers was going to still be alive at this point. But here we are, still alive with a chance to advance, man. A chance to advance. And we wouldn't have been advancing if the Sixers ain't do what they had to do. What was that? Thursday night?
Yep.
When they forced the game 7, putting a beat down on the Boston Celtics, man, look at this. There we go. We did it. First of all, did you think this was going to be the result going into game 6? Let's just get it out of the way.
No. Heck no. No. I did not think they were going to win this game. I definitely didn't think they was going to win this game handily. I mean, that score is closer than how it really looked. I feel like in the fourth quarter, we had, I think we had our bench in with like 3 minutes to go in the game because we had already handled it. So
definitely emptied the bench. The Sixers turned up, man. And in case y'all don't know the history with the Celtics and the 76ers in game 6s recently, it ain't been a favorable history. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. We ain't been faring well. The Sixers typically they play well, and then they come home and you're like, all right, we got something going. And then they typically lay an egg, and a lot of people was expecting that. And me, I got myself ready for the letdown. I ain't gonna lie. But when I seen how they came out, the tenacious defense they was playing, they didn't look like they wanted to go home, man. It wasn't like it didn't look really fluky to me. It looked like they were figuring out something, and they starting to crack this Boston code a little bit, man.
I mean, they definitely did way better on the rebounds, I feel like, than they did in the past.
Gosh, rebounding is the key to this whole series, dog.
Really has been.
So let's go ahead and get into the stats as we see now. Jason Tatum, 17 points. So, under 20. Actually, nobody on the Celtics scored 20. So that defense we was playing was ridiculous. That was suffocating defense. Jaylen Brown, 7 for 17. You see, Paul George was locking them up. Oubre was locking them up. Tatum actually left the game, and we're going to get into that. There's no guarantee that Tatum's going to be healthy tonight. Let's go look at the white boy, that be the white fullback. 6 for 16, this guy right here. Only 14 points.
He said the white fullback.
Derek White, the young old man.
Right.
The young old man who been struggling the whole series. He basically did nothing. What's up, Diamond? What's going on with you? Over there on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, everybody joining us, man. We getting ready for this game 7 situation later on tonight, man. We hyped. It's just a time in Philly sports right now. And I know the Eagles on a little rest, but the 76ers is right upon us. But y'all see them stats. What stick out about them stats to you, man, in game 6 with the Celtics?
Again, the rebound. They only got 2 players that had double-digit rebounding. I mean, you got a big man, and he did his job. But it's like, Vucevic, I forgot how you say his name, but you know, he only had 2. That's the big thing for me is that they missed a lot of shots. Definitely, the shooting percentage doesn't look great.
No,
and we also we kept them off the boards for most of the game. That's how I feel like.
The boards, man. Like honestly, if we rebound, we stop in the possession. That's literally how you complete your defensive sequence. And every game the Sixers lose, and I ain't even gonna lie, man. They even, they had a good amount of offensive rebounds last game. It's like, but if we box out and make a conscious effort, you see the difference. The stat that stick out to me though is this right here: the 3-pointers. Look at this. Nobody shot well from 3. 1 for 5, 2 for 6. 2 for 6, 3 for 6. That was kind of decent. 1 for 2, 1 for 8. This guy, the white fullback. So the 3-point shooting, man, to me, lives and die by the 3. Let's go to the Sixers stats, man. Let's see what we was doing. Paul George, salute to Paul George. It's your birthday too, man. Happy birthday, Paul George. Very, very well. Happy Earth Day, Paul George. I mean, I think you turned 36 today. I can't think of no other better present than to go to Boston in advance and have a big game tonight. I'm calling Paul George for 20 points tonight, man. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Paul George going to get it done. But Paul George, 23 points. I actually think we need to kind of clap it up for Paul George, man. He's been hooping this whole series low key, man. Let's go ahead and get a boy Pope PG a hand clap. I know a lot of people was talking that we might as well had Tobias. But no,
Paul, I mean, that game 1, come on, man. That game 1 was terrible for him.
It was terrible for everybody. That was just, we want to forget about that game 1 altogether.
Right.
Like, we don't want to mention nothing when it comes to that game 1. But Paul George has been hooping lately, in my opinion, man. He's been solid the whole series, the most consistent piece of the series. And he get in where he fit in, man. You got to remember, he behind 2 people who got high volume amount of shots, but I don't want to stay on Paul George too long. Salute to you. Don't do no drinking until after the game, Paul. Keep your body pure. Be locked in for this game, man. We're not playing with you.
Right.
We up here laying no egg on your birthday. Kelly Oubre, 14. Joel only 19. Wow. We can win a game when Joel don't score 20 points? What that say about us?
But he did almost have a triple-double. So,
yeah.
19, 2 away from 1.
10 and 8.
Yeah, so I mean, honestly speaking, I know we're gonna get into him later, but it's like I don't feel like he needs to be 30 points for us to win. I mean, we just showed him. I mean, this score is not that close, and he only had 19.
Yeah, man. So, this a team effort. It's good when you can see when you don't need Joel Embiid to score 30, 40. But tonight, I'm gonna make it clear, I need you to score 30 and 40. Maxey dropped the 30 ball. VJ play. Everybody played pretty much well, man. Everybody played pretty much well. When you look at the percentages, I mean, we shot a higher percentage from 3, from the field. Rebounds, we actually out rebounded them for once. Assists, we just had a good game, man. We had a good game. And with that being said, man, we handled our business in game 6, and now we are here tonight, game 7. Where it's going down, man. We playing Boston. I believe it's airing on Peacock. I hate the way they do these games too, man.
Right.
Like,
I can't argue with you. It's definitely too much. That prom, it's like, yeah.
Every other game is on a different platform. You need this streaming service to watch. You need Prime. You need Peacock.
ESPN.
This is like, come on, man. What happened to the days where you could just watch the playoff game? You just knew you was going to be able to watch it on TNT or ESPN. Like, it's too much going on right now, man. But
a lot of money out there, man. Not every, I mean, they need the money from what I hear, but a lot of money out there. So,
how you like the broadcast on Peacock though? They doing kind of like the NBC, Showtime type of. It's not giving retro to me.
It was cool in the very beginning. Like, because it did have that retro. I mean, even watching that one game, which was a terrible Sixers game, when they had Doug Collins, Bob Costas, and I think Mike Fratello doing the game. Like that was a good nostalgia thing. But it's like, yeah, I'm kind of over it now. It's just another platform, like you said before. It's nothing special about NBC versus the ESPN. So
exactly. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. Game 7 is going down tonight at Boston, 7:30. We tied up 3-3, man. What's your early thoughts about this game? When you woke up this morning and you thought about the Sixers, was it a good feeling for you? Feel like we heading towards something tonight?
No.
No, you just
okay,
go no, huh?
So two things. The first thing is I still feel like they may find a way to wet the bed in this game 7. I mean, especially with Embiid. Unfortunately, he's been has he ever won a game 7? I think the record is 0-18 or something like that for Sixers in the process era with game 7s. That's not good. The second thing is, like you said, we're going against the Celtics, which a lot of people feel like they're a really good team, supposed to be better than us. We weren't even supposed to get to a game 7. So it's like, I feel like this could be the game where we do good in the beginning. We look good all the way to the fourth quarter, and sometimes somehow find a way. Last thing, too many people are switching over to the hype train. How did we get here? How did we get here to this game 7?
What do you mean?
You had skepticism. Now they got to a game 7. Now you want to have optimism. No, we need that same energy. Don't change the energy.
Well,
this is up.
I knew you were going to say that. As far as you're not optimistic, and I got a clip I'm about to play right now of optimistic CP3 saying he's going to be optimistic for this next year. I don't have the clip, but that's me. Now they come to the Sixers in the game 7 with one game and it's all on the line, and you don't want to be optimistic?
I don't want to mess up the mojo. All y'all fans that want to all of a sudden not get hyped. Y'all was skeptical before this, and the Sixers proved us wrong. Keep that same, and we want them to keep proving us wrong. We don't want to be confident, overconfident. Again, every time we get overconfident, I said I was trying to change that narrative.
But I was about to say that sounds scary to me. That sounds horror flickish to me. I mean, it's like psyche-wise, if you go into the game thinking they're going to lose, it's not going to give them a better chance to win. They still got to go on that floor. Both teams, they got to look each other in the eye, throw the ball up, and play basketball. I don't care. See what I think a lot of people is doing when it comes to analyzing this game, a lot of 76ers fans, they made up their mind that this team wasn't going to do anything. They made up this mind that this team was never going to be healthy at the right time. The stars wasn't going to line. So it don't matter what evidence you see in front of your face, you're not going to adjust. And we went down 3-1. So when the team go down historically 3-1, you thinking they not going to win. I don't care what they did. And I can't lie, I was thinking like that up until I seen game 6. Going into game 6, I was like, we down 3-1. I'm not even doing this to myself. When you go down 3-1, it's over, but it's not definitely over. We seen the Warriors come back from 3-1. We seen a few teams in recent history. We seen the Cavaliers come back from 3-1. We seen a few teams come back from 3-1. So it's not impossible like 3-0 is. But I think a lot of fans are letting history. The fact that the 76ers haven't beat the Celtics in X amount of time. The fact that the stats say when the Sixers go down 1-3, they don't win the series. When Boston go up 3-1, they win the series. We letting history and everything we seen in them game 7s, from Ben Simmons not wanting to shoot, from Harden checking out, from Embiid crying. We seeing all of these things, and we thinking about tonight, and we like, it's in Boston.
Wait a minute, where's the church organ? He preaching here about optimism?
I'm just saying, bro. Are we letting history? Is history the reason you think the Sixers can't win tonight? Because when you look at the basketball team, the Celtics versus the Sixers, we match up very, very well with the Celtics. So is it history? Or is it you looking at these basketball teams saying we're not better? Which one is it?
I ain't gonna lie. I think it's history for me based on that explanation and based on the question, I think it is history for me because you're right. It does feel like the last two games they figured something out. It does feel like the last two games Embiid is letting the game, I guess, come to him. Like he's not forcing stuff. He's kind of and it's like he's not just staying outside. He's not just staying inside. He's letting the game come to him. And when he does that, he is still probably, arguably, the best player on the court. Mm-hmm. So you're right. You're right.
Bro, history do have that thing in your heart. It's that trauma. You just like, not again. But like you said, watching these teams, the last three games, the 76ers are attacking the perimeter. Yeah. They're moving the ball. Joel was commanding the low post. We got the pieces.
Right.
You want to line up the rosters? Let's line up the rosters. We got Tatum. We got Brown. Pritchard. White. And those last two names I just named, they're like, depending on the game.
Right.
They can be shaky. They can go 1 for 8, or they can mess around and go 7 for 8. We just got to put a hand on their face and contest a 3-point shot. But to me,
and rebound. The biggest thing is not giving them second. Don't give them a lot of second chances and third chances.
And that's just effort. That's just effort. You got to crash the board as a guard when you know you're getting out rebound. But when you line up those four pieces, Brown, Tatum, White, Pritchard, we talking Embiid. We talking Maxey. We talking George. We talking Etchcom. Our top four is better than their top four by far if you put them on a scale. And then go below the top four to the role players even deeper. They don't have no role players. They got like 10 white guys on their team. This basketball.
Yeah,
white men just start jumping.
Right.
They just start jumping. I'm not like, listen, this basketball, bro, and I feel like we got the better basketball team, the better hoopers, and we got bodies to throw at their top two scorers. So for me, when I look at a basketball game, unless I'm letting history inform what I think, because if I'm just a history guy, they're going to do this, then I'm going to think they're going to come in, not give the effort, look stunned and lose. But if I'm ignoring history and just looking at what I'm seeing on the basketball court, we putting them pressure on the Celtics right now. They really, really nervous. This is not the typical Sixers Celtics matchup to where we just beating them by somebody going off for 40, but we don't got no real plan to beat them. I feel like we got a plan to beat Boston right now, man.
Listen, I will get back to maybe optimism. I will get back to optimism if they can pull it off and do what you're saying. But I can't ignore history, man. Like just like you said about trauma earlier, sometimes you got to pay attention to history, bro. If a person has been, a history of doing shady stuff, you can't be surprised when they continue to do shady stuff. I don't want to go to, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like you can't ignore that and be like, oh, I'm so surprised that they still doing shady stuff. They've been doing it. They have a history of it. You can't ignore that. So I understand that every time a person can change. We're talking about relationship, a person can always be change a new leaf and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But you also, if you're a smart person going into that relationship, you have to be aware of the history.
I mean, we're aware of the history. And Miz and YouTube said, I'm in my bag right now.
Yeah, you are.
I know you don't like this optimism, but bro, the reason we not optimistic is because past 76ers teams, it has nothing to do with this team that's on the court right now. We've never had this combination healthy in the playoffs. We've never had this combination in the playoffs, period.
Right.
Like we never had Paul George in the playoffs. We never had VJ in the playoffs. We never had this group of guys in the playoffs, bro. So what history are we talking about? What history are we talking about at the end of the day?
I'm not disagreeing. Well, hold on. I'm not disagreeing with your point that you're trying to, you're trying to instill optimism. You're giving a valid point to believe in optimism.
No, bro. What history are we talking about? They don't have no history.
We have had Embiid in the playoffs. We have had him kind of regress in the playoffs. We used to be able to not get out the second round. Now it's looking like we can't get out the first round. So yes, we do have some history of.
Is Al Horford on the Celtics?
No.
Do people grow and get better? Can Embiid grow and get better and actually overcome and adjust when he got people behind him that got ready and willing smoking guns?
That's what we got to see tonight. This is
let's see it. Let's see it tonight.
This is what we got to see tonight. We got to see. Like if we don't see it, if they lose tonight, I'm right, you're wrong. That's the end of the story. If they win tonight, you're right, and I was slightly wrong because I can never be fully wrong because that just doesn't make sense.
It's not about right or wrong. It's about when they throw the basketball up tonight, we got just as good a chance as the Celtics as they got, if not better. And that's based off of basketball players, and the flow of the series right now. It has nothing to do with what Joel couldn't do, what Ben couldn't do, what Harden couldn't do, what Jimmy couldn't do. It has nothing to do with none of that. This is a new 76ers team. Never been in this position.
Okay.
They supposed to be eliminated right now, bro. You think they not riding up there with a different type of swag? I heard they already reserved the club for PG in Boston tonight, so they can go celebrate the bottles in the win. That's what I heard.
That's
what I heard, man.
Okay. Hey, I hope you're right, bro. I hope you're right.
We'll have to see. And I hope y'all are believing, and I hope y'all all putting money in the collection plate. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. If you watching out there and you think I'm tripping, let me know. Let me know if you think the 76ers don't got a chance tonight. Actually, man, let's go ahead and do the poll. Let's go ahead and give them the poll. Who gonna win game 7, man? It's up there. We're leaving it up there all show. Y'all tap in. Let me know who y'all think gonna win. But man, I feel real good about the night, bro. And the only reason I wouldn't feel good is if I'm doing too much thinking about the history. I feel real good about tonight. And guess what? Jason Tatum hampered. He ain't come back in the game, bro. He coming off an Achilles injury. Mm-hmm. He have a calf injury right now.
Mm-hmm.
If Tatum not 100% period, he can't go to the basket right now. Mm-hmm. He going to the mid-range. He pushing off like Jaylen Brown now to create space. Mm-hmm. So if he tweaked his calf Achilles, he might not even play tonight. There's a report saying they don't know if he gonna go, but he gonna go. It's game 7.
He gonna play. Yeah, he gonna play.
But come on, you ain't going past nobody with a hurt calf. The confidence ain't going to be there. Jaylen Brown got one hand, close out, rebound. Come on, man. I can see this happening for real.
Let me ask you a question. Did you look in the mirror last night before you had, because you really seem like you convinced yourself. Did you look in the mirror, had a whole conversation with yourself to get to this realization?
I'm not doing no convincing, bro. I'm looking at the facts. I know we just like to throw the doom and gloom because it's just Philly and the Sixers. They can't do nothing right, of course. They always gonna mess it up, but I'm not fishing for a reason that they can't win tonight. And if I fish for a reason, it'll have to be them coming out and just laying the egg.
Thanks, Miz.
Miz, who winning tonight then, Miz? Why don't you go ahead and put it on the record? Because
I think we both
winning tonight.
We probably
we ain't even picking yet, and you sitting up there saying I'm about to end the whole podcast now because there's no sense of going on. He talking about Celtics, like, come on, man. Why are you getting to game 7 with it looking like this, and you saying,
"Hey, I ain't got to play the game." They as long as they not thinking the Celtics gonna win, that's the main thing. As a fan, I have the right to be concerned or worried or whatever. As long as they don't go into the game thinking that way. And I think you're right about that. I do feel like they coming into Boston expecting to win. I'm not disagreeing with you. I just want them to carry it out. Because you can come into a game and expect to win a lot. I mean, I'm sure if we played basketball 1-on-1, you would expect to beat me. Don't mean it's going to actually happen, but you expect it to happen because that's how you should play a game, right?
See, my thing is this about that mindset. You're not saying any basketball reasons. You're talking all just what it was, what it usually is. You're not saying anything basketball-wise to tell me why the Celtics going to beat us. To tell me why we can't beat the Celtics.
Here we go. They need to do the same kind of rebound they've been doing the last 2 games. Actually, they need to be better. The one thing I'll say about the Celtics is that you give them a lot of opportunities. They do have better shooters, I feel like, than we do. And the problem is that what we've been fortunate is that we've been helping them a lot of times giving them no more than 2 chances per visit down the court. You know what I'm saying? Like every time they come down the court, at the most they got 2 chances. That's about it. We've done a good job of limiting second chance opportunities. But if they have a better shooting night than they've had, then what? If we give them a bunch of opportunities like we've done in some of those blowouts.
Yeah, so you expecting us to just come out and just drop the ball. That's effort. All you talking about is effort. You talking about the Sixers not doing an effort thing. You're not I'm talking basketball wise. What are they going to do besides catch fire from 3 because nobody guarding them to beat us in the basketball game?
Okay, we'll see, bro.
Keita going to shut down Embiid?
No.
Jaylen Brown going to shut down the whole team? He only can guard one person.
No.
Basketball.
You're right.
Basketball wise, bro. That's all I'm talking about is basketball wise. That's it. That's what the game is. It's basketball, ain't it?
You're right.
But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. We ain't gonna settle it here today. We gotta actually watch the game, but I do think it's a good thing that Tatum is hampered. Tatum, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Think about your career, bro. Think about your career, man. Don't be forcing yourself to play this game 7. There's gonna be so many more game 7s out there. There's gonna be so many more game 7s for you to come and be the player that you need to be. Don't risk your career going out there tonight.
I don't want no excuses. Let's beat him with him hurt.
I'll take the excuse. I don't care. I just want to move on at this point. But we get into this, man. It's a certain player tonight, man. There's a certain player tonight who's been literally the face of the process.
Mm-hmm.
We drafted the guy. I don't know what year it was. I think it was like 2000, around 2013-ish. We drafted the guy. He's literally been the face of the process. He's been an MVP. He's been the scoring leader multiple years. He's been all NBA first team, but he's never been out of the first round. Joel Embiid has never been out of the first round, the second round his whole career, man. So when you look at his career, it's like individually at his height, scoring and player-wise, something special, man. We ain't never seen too much like this, but team success, actually real impact moments, especially in the playoffs, we ain't really got that much. I could think of the game winner in Toronto a while back, but not too many moments, man. So when I think about Joel Embiid and his legacy, are we at the point tonight to where Joel Embiid needs to win this game for legacy purposes, man? Like, does he need this game to put something on his resume to say, look, or is it just another game, basketball game?
I know when we talked about this, I'm going to say, I don't know if this is really going to change it, man. I don't know if this game is going to change it.
Mm-hmm.
Because at the end of the day, it's what you said earlier. He got to get out the second round for it to really make a difference. I mean, to get to the second round, you got to win this game. So I guess, ergo, yes. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, this is a start. This is a stepping stone. So I guess, yes. But, he got to do more than just this round and second round for him to really affect the legacy. Right now, he's just a can't get past the second round guy.
Well, he can't get past the second round. You can't get to the second round without getting out the first round. So for me, you said that, and I just want to emphasize that. So yes, this is important for his legacy. I believe personally that this is Joel Embiid's last season in Philadelphia. I do.
Okay.
I don't think the management is going to go through this again. I think this is our last run to make something happen with Joel Embiid being the centerpiece of the franchise. So for me, these Philadelphia fans and Joel Embiid, just for him to be able to talk this himself, to be able to, when he come back to Philly and we giving them standing ovations and we put that respect on his name, I think this is a game Joel Embiid need to go out and get. I think he need to come out and go 0 dark 30, at least 30, and leave no doubt from beginning to end. There's been too many question marks through his career. Some games he quit when he knew he couldn't win. That was my critique of Joel Embiid earlier in his career. When we were playing a team where we knew we wasn't better than, you could just tell on the floor in his body language, in this effort. He crying, he not getting back. He just like tonight. And to me, I feel like if he actually gets this game tonight, I feel like he can make a real run to the finals. Miz over there on YouTube saying, can he keep giving us this effort? Paul George turning 36, two-way effort. I mean, play defense at the end of the day. Offense is just second hand when it comes to PG. Just play defense.
I agree.
I don't really need you to be two-way. You're going to get your points. Your bag is deep, one of the best scorers, isolation in NBA. Just play defense. We don't need you to be extra. You in the Tobias Harris role, for real, brother.
I definitely agree with that. That he needs to just play D, and I think the offense will come. He's just that talented that offense is going to come naturally, for him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's a good question about Embiid making how much money he's making and stuff like that in regards to trading. But I figured Daryl probably figure out something. But to go back to your point, I don't know if I need Embiid to score 30 points, man. I don't know if we need that for him to win this game. I mean, like, even if he just goes, if he does 23, 10, and 8 again or something similar, like, that's fine. The bottom line is need to win the game. Like, he's not, and honestly speaking, your other point that you said after game, or was it game 5? That's the more important point, is that Embiid just need to get in where he fits in, but let Maxey lead the way and stop being a thing of, well, we got to let Embiid, take no, let Maxey do like that. The thing we didn't mention is that Maxey scored 30 points in this game.
Yeah.
Man. Like,
game 6.
When he doesn't like bow down to Embiid, we've done better in this series. When he's actually playing his game and leading the team,
that's an issue.
What we really need. It's his team. So if Embiid scores 30, I don't know if he's scoring 30 and Max. Now, granted, I guess they could both score 30, but most times if Embiid scoring 30, like you're saying, it's probably because we're focusing more on him than because he's catering to Max.
I can get with that. Just win a game at the end of the day. I do believe Maxey is the driving point. And to me, Maxey comes out and he kind of, defers sometime. Like, go ahead, big bro. I don't need that this game. I need you to shoot at least 5 shots first quarter. Like this game 7. I need to see everybody on go from the beginning. Miz say this doesn't help if he get out the first round, in his opinion. See, to me, if he loses this game, it hurts his legacy. If he wins this game, he has an opportunity to further his legacy in the next round and the upcoming round. So to me, I do think this is a pivotal game. He's never beat the Celtics in the playoff series since he's been to 76ers. They've been whooping his ass, Tatum and Brown, and neither one of them have been better players than him. So I do think it's time for him to just finally say, no, not no more. Not no more, bro. It's on.
For me, I don't feel like I feel like that narrative, the narrative right now for Embiid is 1, he can't beat the Celtics. 2, he can't get out the second round. So I feel like that's the narrative. Yes, winning this could possibly change one of those narratives. Okay, he finally beat the Celtics, yes. But he's still, back to what Miz is saying, the first round alone is not enough. Like, it's not. If he loses again the second round, it's just right. The narrative's already been, I don't know if it. I don't know.
You have to build on it. I agree. It's not by itself enough to really move the bar.
Right.
But you need to take that next step to get to the second round and then get in front of the Knicks again. Last time you was in front of the Knicks, you had one eye and half a leg. So you need to step forward, and I think he does have an opportunity this postseason run to submit his legacy in Philadelphia, to do something legendary. And I think if we can get past this game 7 tonight, then it will be something legendary that's done. Something that's seriously legendary that's done. But Joel Embiid, man, we rocking with you, bro. And we rocking with the Sixers, man. We got to say, we kind of been talking about this the whole show, but the 76ers win this game if they do what?
One and done, bro. Rebound, box out, effort. You said they got to give that same effort. They cannot. they cannot give a B or C game. They need to give an A game as best they can. And part of that is the effort and the rebounding. They cannot give the Celtics 3 chances every time down the court to make a basket or miss. Like, it cannot be that kind of game.
Yeah.
And that's what they win.
Rebounding and effort. I mean, I agree. I can't really add too much. You got to close out the defensive possession. And I don't want to see a possession with Boston moving the ball how they move the ball and they get an open 3 and there's somebody in the paint that know they should rotate and they just looking and they like, I ain't getting out there. I ain't going to get out there. Let me see this rebound. No, get your ass out there. Die tonight, man. I just want to see him die. Not literally, but I want to see effort I want to see effort on the court that's like, even if they lose, I'll be cool. You know what? It happened. I don't want to leave this game and feel like they didn't do what they were supposed to do, because I'm not going to be able to deal with that. They're going to have everybody go back to square one with the frustration and all that other stuff if they come out here and don't show after doing what they were supposed to do these last 2 games. So rebounding and effort, that's basically what we on. Rebounding and effort. We're not going to talk about how many points need to be scored because it's the playoffs. We got a lot of scores. Just rebounding and effort. Everything else, flow in place.
I do agree with Miz's point about VJ. He definitely has to continue step up and not start wilting.
What was his point about VJ?
He was saying that he needs to step up. He's been looking like the lights is getting a little too bright. And I do feel like some of the game, a couple of the games, it was kind of like, where you at, like, so yeah.
This is VJ's first ever playoff series. Just let's keep that in mind. This is first ever playoff series. And the lights may be a little bright, but to me, he adjusting. He definitely is robotic. I've said this when he came into the league. I like VJ effort. I like his tenaciousness, especially when he's going downhill. But his offensive bag is like, to me, it looks nasty. I don't even like. I want him running every chance he get, playing defense, shooting the open 3. That's it. He gave us 31 point at one point in this series. That's more than I expected from a rookie ever in this type of environment. Just play within yourself, VJ. Don't try to be no superhero. But watching his offensive game, I'll be like, ugh. I don't know if I could see him becoming like a 30-point scorer for real. Like he give role player to me. He give role player to me. I'm sorry. Just looking at him. I like him though. Don't get me wrong.
That's fine.
I like him though. But yeah, everybody need to step up tonight. Don't leave nothing on the floor. Nobody. But sorry, yeah, man. There you go. That was the game 6 results. Hopefully, the game 7 results look extremely, extremely similar to that, man. But in case y'all didn't know, or in case y'all forgot, this is the No Box Sports Podcast. This is season 3, episode 21. We getting ready for these NBA playoffs, game 7 tonight, man. Brought to you by No Box Entertainment, and I'm one of your hosts, Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
That is the original CP3, and you should not forget that. And I know we hyper focus on the Sixers right now, but we can't forget the rest of the league, man. There's some series going on in the rest of the league. We ain't really talk about them. We're gonna do a quick little look around the league, to see what's going on. Look around the league, the NBA playoff edition. Can we do that? Can we get into it? Because I think we got a couple game 7s coming up. Let's go ahead and tap in. Let's see what we got going on. Minnesota took down the Denver Nuggets. Took them down. And guess what? The only thing that separates Joel Embiid and Jokic is that one championship. Because he's losing it. One championship, not much playoff success outside of that, man. We just need to go ahead and get that one ring. But this series right here, Pistons Magic, 3-3. Did we expect that? The 1 in the 8th seed and the 2 in the 7th seed going to 7?
Nah, I thought that was going to be a short series. Surprise.
Who you like in that series, man? Game 4 it all.
Pistons. Yep.
Pistons. And guess what? The Pistons was down 3-1 also. Could this be a theme? Could this be part of the script 3-1 to I don't know.
Okay.
They joke about scripts. I don't know. I'm just saying. We got another series right here. Cavaliers Raptors. I ain't watched one game of this. Ain't seen one highlight. I have no idea what's going on in this series.
I did watch the Cavaliers Raptors, some of it. I'm gonna say Cavaliers win.
Cavaliers win.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Cavaliers win as well. I had no reason to go against them. They should win. They're the better team. The Lakers took down the Rockets 4-2 with no Luka playing the whole series. That surprised me. Bro. The Lakers beating Houston without Luka. LeBron done turned into Brian. Okay. See what's going on there. I think that's all the series that's still going on right now.
Yep.
Let's go back and see. Oh, yeah, the Spurs took care of the Blazers. The Knicks took care of the Hawks. Of course, the Thunder took care of the Suns. So that's what we're looking at, man. Hopefully, we got second round basketball with the Sixers, and we can get into this and extend this No Box Sports podcast when it comes to the 76ers after tonight. Hopefully, we can do that, man. Hopefully, we can do that, man. But before we move on, because we're going to talk about the Eagles very quickly before we get out of here and get ready for this game 7. We do got a No Box Sports trivia question. When was the last time the 76ers beat the Boston Celtics in the playoff series? That's for everybody. In case y'all don't know how the No Box trivia works, I don't know if y'all knew or not, but if you get the question right, you get your rent paid by the original CP3. Disclaimer, you must be on Section 8, but it can happen. So if you know when the last time the 76ers beat the Boston Celtics in the playoff series, go ahead, type it in the chat. 44 years ago. Goddamn. Yeah, I think that's actually close to right. That would put us in the 80s? That would put us in the 80s. You said the 90s earlier?
I did say the 90s.
You said the 90s. Do y'all want the answer now or do y'all want to wait?
Oh, we can wait.
Yeah, when was the last time? It said 44 years ago, so we're going to have to add that up and see if he's right at the end of the show. I don't think you got Section 8, but we can still see whether you got the answer right or not. But that's the No Box Trivia Sports question. If you don't know it, do not Google, do not use Alexa, do not use AI. I'm trying to use the power of AI right now. I don't know if y'all can see this or not. I got the AI jersey on.
I saw it.
Trying to channel like a little 2001 little juju around this joint, see what we can do. But let's go ahead and get into it, man. We got to go ahead and get into that other team we got. The Philadelphia Eagles, man. I mean, the draft just passed. I don't know if y'all know, but we are the No Box Sports Podcast. This is season 3, episode 21, which means we had 2 other seasons and a lot of other episodes. And we've been here through the last, I'm going to say 3-4 Eagle seasons.
Yeah.
We've seen some collapses. We've seen Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here through it all, man, and that's not going to change. We're here. But we want to go ahead and get into these draft picks, man, because we know how we be shaking and moving, and we want to, just go ahead and evaluate what we did, what we going to be looking at next year. And shout out to Rookie Camp. It started already. Let's go ahead and get into it, man. Philadelphia Eagles draft haul. Makai Lemon. How we feeling about Makai Lemon? We ain't got to go too deep into it.
I'm excited.
You excited?
I'm excited to see the first 2 guys, because I heard him, and they keep comparing the other guys, Stowers, to AJ Brown. So if that's good, as well as the Makai Lemon being, I'm excited. We're going with Devontae Smith as the number 1.
Okay. I feel okay. I feel good about Lemon now. The more and more I see on the kid, I think it's going to be hard for us to miss. Even though when you look at him, it's like, is he NFL receiver? But all the intangibles is there. You see these little receivers making noise all the time. I want him to get with a route runner. I think we'll be good with that. Eli Stowers. You say AJ Brown? They comparing the two?
I've heard that comparison.
That's a tight end. That means he not really a tight end. We might have a little cheat code developing there. They did consider him one of the best tight ends, if not the best tight end. He did win the best tight end in college award, whatever that's called. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Then, we got Markel Brown. I believe he was drafted in the 3rd round. Markel Bell. I don't want to mess up your name, big guy. I believe he like 6'9", crazy wingspan.
I was excited about that because we definitely need to find a replacement for Lane Johnson, man. We gotta find a replacement for Lane Johnson.
We need to do some things.
So that would be great if we hit on Markel Bell to go with Jordan Mailata. That would be great.
Freakish athlete, freakish specimen. That seems to be a theme with the Eagles these days. If he can be coached up, man, he can turn into something. Didn't give up a sack this whole senior year. So I'm okay with that pick. We got somebody potentially we could put there and groom. Better than not having nobody there. This next pick, the quarterback, Cole Payton, North Dakota State, two-way threat. Numbers not jumping off the page. I guess they like the intangibles. Maybe they see, I don't want to say Taysom Hill-ish. I want to say he's more skilled as a passer to him. But it's in that realm. He takes off. He's a real dual threat. I don't want to say Josh Allen because I don't think it's that.
Heard that too. Heard that comparison too.
Maybe a poor man's, but I'm not expecting much from that quarterback. Hopefully they can develop him, maybe see something. Mekhi Morris, I do like that pick. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
Georgia not treated as well as Philadelphia Eagles fans.
That is true.
Dickerson, he had the back problems. He was talking about retirement last season. So Michael Morris has all the measurables and characteristics you need to be a good guard in this league to start. Safety, Cole Wisniewski.
I don't know. I had to look at the tape on him. I don't know, but
I don't know much about him at all. They say Reed Blankenship-ish, and I'm saying he's a white safety, so I can see why you say that. But I don't know too much about him. But we need some safety depth, so put him there. Let him see what he can do.
This next name is the one I'm also very curious. I'm on the hype train of curiosity. I definitely want to see what Uar Bernard is going to be developed into. Apparently,
who? What's his name?
I think his name is Uar Bernard.
Uar Bernard. What is he? I mean,
apparently he's never played football before, so they're doing another Jordan Mailata experiment, but this time on the defensive side. Yeah. And so, but the way that guy looks. He looks incredible.
300 pounds, 4'6", with 300 pounds, running 4'6".
He looks incredible, man. Like he looks like he gives me the how he looks reminds me of a freaking Myles Garrett kind of. It's like what if they can develop him into a defensive lineman, a great defensive lineman.
Yeah, I feel that. I'm not expecting much out of that pick. I'm not gonna lie. You say the guy never played football. We want him to turn him into a serviceable DN. It's given project, but I like the raw intangibles. Why not try to mold it? And then this guy, this edge rusher, James Newby, he was a little small DN when I looked him up. Might not make the team, just one of them picks that you never know. Hardworking guy, solid guy, right place, right time type of guy. But that's our draft picks, man. Let's go ahead and look at them, though. I mean, I think they got the picture of these guys right here. You see Kai right there at the top. That's the tight end. That's Markel Bell, the big tackle we got in waiting. This our next Georgia boy. This our guy right here. Same college.
Carson Wentz.
Carson Wentz went to. Yeah. This the guy, he don't even got a uniform on, your guy. Look at his legs, though. That look crazy. Look at his legs.
Man, I saw him. I mean, I don't want to say it's but yeah, he's
all his legs,
a great physical specimen, man. Whatever, man. He's
They go to safety and they go to DN, small DN. So there go our draft class.
Picture. Go ahead.
There go our draft class. And I do also want to, add in there. We did make a trade for Jonathan Gennard, one of the top DNs in the league, coming off I think it was like a 4-sack season, but the 2 seasons before that, he had double-digit sacks and, still very much in his prime, and we gave him a deal. So I'm kind of counting that as, a draft pick as well. So that's our draft haul, man. That's our draft haul. What you think, man? Dressed in our needs, what we doing? I think Howie's report card. Let's grade it.
I'm gonna say, I feel like I'm just gonna say A. I feel like I'm because he hit the needs. Again, with the bet, I mean, you can only do but so great with the picks that we had and stuff like that. He addressed a lot of our needs. So in that regard, I feel like you have to give him an A. We won't find out until we actually see these guys on the field. But
right.
I like those picks, man. I like, at least the first three was right on. We need another tight end. You got to replace Dallas Goedert. We got to replace Lane Johnson. We had to replace AJ Brown. And Mekhi Lemon is apparently one of the top 3 draft picks at receiver in this draft. So we got him.
You said A. You said A. Howie get an A. That's a clap. That's a clap moment for Howie. Shout out to Howie. Salute to Howie. If I had to put a grade on this draft, I would go B-. B-. I can't go A. There's a lot of potential here with this draft. I feel like some safe picks. I feel like the tight end are definitely pan out, barring something crazy. I feel like Lemon is going to be serviceable. We didn't have to move up but one spot for him. We didn't really give up much. He's supposed to be one of the top 2 receivers in the draft. So I'm not mad at that, especially when you lose AJ. Markel Bell, I feel like will turn into something, but he is somewhat of a project. Michael Morris, I feel like will start for us coming in the next season. This quarterback, I don't expect nothing out of. The safety, I don't really expect nothing out of either. I don't expect nothing out of that African guy or the last pick, but we did hit some spots. I think we can get 2-3 starters out of this. And when you can come out a giraffe with 2, even really 1 guaranteed starter, if you come out with 2-3 starters, that's a decent draft. I'll go B- with the potential to end up at an A, like you said, if some of these picks and projects works out, because it is a lot of like upside here with these picks.
Right.
But how are you passing the class? When I add in that trade, I might just go B, just regular B, you know.
Okay. I was considering that part too, the trade. But yes, you're right.
Yeah. But Howie, salute to you, man. The best GM in the NFL by far. Howie Roseman, man. When we giving Howie Roseman a point report card, it's pretty much always going to be a passing grade. Ever since he came up out the basement, he just been moving. Very, very different. Very, very different. And before we get out of here, we about to let y'all go. So y'all can go ahead and get in y'all. The game come on at 7:30. So y'all can go ahead and run your errands. Do what y'all need to do. Go ahead, work out. Go ahead, clean the house. Eat. Do whatever you need to do. But come 7:30 tonight, y'all know where y'all need to be. But let's answer this no box trivia question. When was the last time the 76ers beat the Boston Celtics? And we did have an answer in the chat from Miz. He said 44 years ago. 44 years ago. What would that put us at? So you take away that 4, that'll put us at 22. Then you take 40, that'll put us at 1982. If it was correct. So what is the answer? Drum roll, please. He know. 1982 was the last time
that's crazy.
Beat Boston Celtics in the series, bro.
That is crazy.
That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous, bro. I wasn't even born when that happened. Man. So when I talk about legacy, when I talk about things that need to change, you putting your foot down tonight. I was born. Philadelphia, I know you was born. We ain't even asked whether you was born. Joel, tonight is the night, man. We raise a lot of things in Philadelphia sports history. We put it on pedestal, performances in regular season games, one game during the playoffs. It's a lot of things that we hold with Gore because we value certain things in Philadelphia differently. I think if he come out and guarantee this win with his effort, this will be one of those games, man. But goddamn, 1982 is crazy.
Whatever. It ain't Section 8, Negro.
I never heard of a Section 8 mortgage. I don't know. Oh man, you're gonna have to get an answer to somebody else next time so they can get their rent paid. But yeah, he was right. Give it up for Biz getting the no box sports trivia question. And that's why you should be optimistic about what's going on tonight. You know, and we about to get on up out of here. But before we do that, we picking this game. We done did everything but pick the game. Oh man, we gotta get into it. Man. We already Nah, we don't need to do the scores. It's basketball. We already talked about the reasoning, what we think, what needs to happen. So it ain't nothing left but to pick the game, man. 76ers tonight, 7:30, up in Boston, game 7. Who coming out with the victory? Who going to the next round and playing the New York Knicks?
I'm going with the Celtics. Wait, did it freeze?
Make no damn sense. No, it ain't freeze. It might as well have froze. I want to ask why, but we know why. It's history. He just can't get over it.
I can't.
He can't get over it. He can't get over it. So he going with the Celtics tonight.
Still dealing with trauma, bro. I can't. I'm sorry. That history is a mother.
Do I need to say who I think going to win, or is it obvious?
No.
Yes, everybody. Philadelphia 76ers. I feel like I'm going to be playing that tonight, and I'm going to be turning up tonight. You know what I mean? The 76ers will win in the Boston Garden. We will get over that Boston hump. Joel Hines, Embiid, will step into the next round versus that little guy out there in New York with the hair that we're going to shut down this year. And the 76ers, I'm telling y'all now, if we advance out of this first round, you put it on the record right now. I'm telling you right now, if we get out this first round, we going to the NBA Finals.
Wow.
It's that simple. It's that simple. We going to the NBA Finals, man. Let us know who y'all think going to win this game. Put it in the comments. Let us know what y'all think. Is we going to be playing that song, or is it going to be all wrong? Oh, God, man. But we ain't putting that energy in the air, man. But we do need to let y'all know that this was the No Box Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode 21, the pregame show for Game 7, man. And it's brought to you by No Box Entertainment. And I'm one of your hosts, the one and only Uncle Dud.
And I'm the original CP3.
That's the original CP3, and you better not ever forget it. And on the way out, we just want to tell y'all, be safe out there, watch the game, get in your zone, get your meal together, and let's get ready for something good. Everybody, Philadelphia, 70.
Don't forget about the Flyers. Don't forget about the Flyers.
Flyers tonight.
Flyers tonight at 8.
Versus the Carolina. Their games was popping during the regular season, and every game went to overtime. So shout out to the Flyers, second round type. Hopefully the Sixers join you tonight. But in the meantime, play that motherfucking song.
Let's do it.
76ers. Why you can't even smile? You picked the wrong team. Hey,
man.
Everybody, Philadelphia 76ers.
Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up,